to all of us from all around the world. And I am Pam. I am very happy to be back here again as your moderator. And hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and happy Monday. So I have seen a lot of us from each corner of the world. Thank you so much for joining. And as our usual program, we will start with meditation talk from our teaching monk. And then he will leading us on meditation guidance. And after that, we will have a Q&A session before ending the program. So you can ask questions, you can share your meditation experiences. That's a sharing session, all right, before ending. And I believe everyone are ready. Okay. And without further ado, let's pay respect to our teaching monk, which is today is Monk John. He is been leading the whole program with us. I'm very honored and happy to have him here. Right, come up together. Bow. Second bow. And third bow. Welcome, Monk John, please.
Hello, everyone, and thanks to Pam for your warm introduction. And hello to everyone here. Today we are going to meditate together, and I'm going to share the topic that we've been talking about over the past few days about the effect of empathy and why this is important to not only to improve your meditation, but to improve relationships between you and people around you in different directions as well. So before we begin the meditation, I like to share a little bit about the effect of what we call the clear mind and the clouded mind. Okay, so if you think about the mind as a glass of water, if you have to do different things in your day, maybe because of your work and because of the problems you have to solve, and you have also worries in the mind. Either these come from yourself, and maybe they also can come from people that you interact with, So not very easy to tell where does these impurities come from, these external impurities, maybe from yourself at all. But the difference is if it comes from you and not from things around you. The mind is pretty much clouded. So the ability to tell whether you kind of need to clean the mind and impurities already within you is just to observe your day. Whether you easily stress without any reason, like you don't actually meet anyone and you feel not okay. So this is an indicator telling us that, well, that's perhaps the amount of impurities in the mind has increased. Okay, so in that case, we need to clean it. Okay, we need to clean it. But if we are able to clean the mind and it is clear, it's going to be like this glass of water. And we should reach a certain point and remember the feelings once we got there. For example, if you ever reach maybe the most profound meditation and you write down in a notebook to become an evidence, because we may forget at any day, right? Like, okay, if you reach that point, you may just describe your feelings in terms of love, in terms of compassion, kindness, whether you want to give to someone, whether you want to forgive someone, whether you want to let go of many things, such the feelings when your mind is clear and clean. This is the original nature of the mind. Okay, it's like you wear glasses. If your glasses are dirty and you look at the world, you're not going to see the world according to what it is, right? Because the images that you look at will not be presented to your eyes as they originally are. If you want to learn what they are without any impurities, to create layers of blurriness or remove clarity from the image, you need to clean the lens. Okay, right? So we can establish little fact here that in order to understand the true nature of the mind, similar to how you clean your lens and you look at the world without having any layers of impurities to block the clarity, you need to make sure that your mind is as clear as this glass of water, not like this. Okay? We probably can tell that now there are at least 2 checkpoints, the points that maybe you can tell yourself that you need help. Like when your mind is so clouded and you just feel not okay without going anywhere, without talking to anyone, you just don't feel okay, right? Straight from waking up from your bed. That's when people need help. The mind is pretty clouded, very easy to tell. And when your mind is clear and you just feel happy without needing anything, without trying to go anywhere, without changing anything around you, that's also an indicator that your mind has reached a very profound stillness, profound clarity, profound inner peace. So they actually go together. The amount of inner peace that you will obtain and the clarity of your mind, they actually go in the same direction. And the amount of unhappiness in the mind and also impurities in the mind, that is image, they also go in the other direction, the opposite direction. And somehow the mind that is like this will likely not to be like this, not in the same moment. Yeah, sometimes it's could be like you might be like this in the morning, but like this in the evening. Yeah, that's possible. But for most people, in general case, it's gonna be either like this and takes time to go into something like this, maybe in a few days with some circumstances, but it's not gonna be like every minute. If it chips between this and this at every split second or every minute, probably that's called bipolar, right? Yeah, there's something called bipolar, and the chips episode between going high and feeling depressed and something like that. Not good at all. It means that maybe at that particular moment, the mind doesn't function properly, not probably okay for the mental health and eventually physical health. Yeah, so for most people, either it's gonna stay in the clear state for a while and maybe regress over times because of some circumstances, or maybe it's gonna stay like this. If it doesn't change, even when you feel not okay, That's still better than going back and forth every minute, right? So if it's not clear, if you don't feel happy, all you have to do is to clean the mind. The best way to do it is to, um, some people ask me, when you talk about the mind, is that the brain? No, because this is perhaps the definition of hardware and software we talk about. If you clean your mind by cleaning your brain, you probably need to have some surgery, removing this part of your skull and maybe open that and rub with a brush or something. No, you don't need that. That's a good news, right? That's good news that you don't need surgery or any medication to clean your mind. Good news is you just close your eyes, meditate for a while, bring the mind back to the center of yourself, and that's how the lens are clean. All right, so we talked a little bit about the importance of clear mind and the meaning of clouded mind. Their meanings. These are something that I'm going to talk about, and actually they explain what we've been talking about, the importance of empathy, and why we should practice generosity, sharing, helping others. That's because when you do that, although you do not have time to meditate yet, it's a very good preparation for your meditation, because somehow your mind is already filled with empathy. When you close your eyes and meditate, the amount of positivity in it will allow you to continue, and you don't actually need to restart from scratch. So one thing that we can do when we meditate, which we are about to do now, so let's prepare ourselves for an inner peace time. Okay. And we are going to close our eyelids. One thing we can do actually is to start with some good memory. Maybe if you remember when you help others, when you did something great for them, and you were so proud of yourself due to some circumstances, you actually have very, very, I would say, now my image is gone. Okay, I'm bringing it back. Yeah, now it's back. Whenever you imagine, like the moments that you were proud of yourself, maybe when you help others, maybe when you did something great, we usually call those actions merit. And when you can think of them before your meditation, or maybe the first part of your meditation, you actually help soften the mind. And the softened mind can easily stay still at the center. Okay, so let's begin our meditation for now. All right, so you may close your eyelids softly and gently, and feel relaxed in every part of your body. Breathe in and down softly, slowly a few times. When you breathe, slowly and softly to fresh air from surroundings. Your body absorbs positive energy, and when you breathe out, you let go of heavy feelings and all discomfort from both body and mind. Spend a moment with physical relaxation, and you might want to relax all your muscles, starting from the muscles on your face, the muscles of your forehead, your chin, your chin. Allow them to feel relaxed. Feel the flow of relaxation spreading to your neck and your shoulders. Allow both of your shoulders to drop naturally. And relax the muscles of your arms, your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso, from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thigh, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes, until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. And when you're feeling a bit more relaxed, it will be easier for the mind to stay with yourself. But first, you might spend a moment to recall positive memory of some good deeds that you have been doing, long time ago or recently. It might be easier to recall the recent ones, but you can begin with any that's easy for you to remember. You're feeling good doing this. Somehow, your mind becomes a little clearer, which will be easier. We purify further with the meditation. So now I'd like you to spend a moment with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out, and try to stay with the airflow so that the mind doesn't think about anything else. Or even if it does, that's alright. That's okay. You just have to return to the breath relaxingly, which means you would not feel frustrated, annoyed, or have a false belief that it's impossible for you to meditate. Actually, everyone can, but depending on how clear their minds are, it will take a little longer for the mind to become calmer. So at the moment, you only will stay with the breath. Try to bring the mind back. Should it move to any random thoughts, if you breathe a little slower, a little softer, that slower rhythm will naturally calm your mind down. So I would like you to Bring your mind to the deepest turning point of your breath. Observe when the airflow arriving and touching empty space in the middle of your abdomen. Just the way you breathe, so that particular moment of your feeling arriving and touching the center is comparable to a bird's feather floating down from the sky to finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. And that's how soft, how gentle you can feel the middle of your abdomen. If you keep bringing the mind back to the center of the body, it will begin to absorb the pure energy from the contact point. So whenever you can, leave the mind to stay at the center. No need to worry about your breath. Just breathe naturally. We have established connection with the center. We're gonna stay there for as long as we can. The center of the body is far away from the outside world. It is like the home of the mind, where resting can be performed by yourself. Allow the mind to stay still at the center. Maintain your feeling there. Keep bringing it back. If you happen to think about something else, do not worry about the present result. Whether it is easy for you or you are struggling, that's alright, totally fine, because you're not interested in the present result, but rather the way, which is bringing the mind back relaxingly. And while staying at the center, the connection is still unstable, so the mind may wander at any point. It is recommended to repeat the mantra silently. You may repeat clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, สัมมาอะระหัง Feel as if there is a wider speaker playing the soothing mantra voice from inside your body, and you are listening to the soothing voice on your own, and you have to recite or repeat this on your own. Do not just listen to my voice, because the mantra will be more effective when you can repeat on your own and maintain its origin to echo and expand from the center of your body. Samma Arahang, 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 I would like you to additionally visualize, animate as if you're daydreaming, imagine this spherical image like the sun, the full moon, a water drop, a crystal ball, or a bubble. Choose one. Visualize in your mind in the same way you're dreaming, light, easy. No need to worry about the quality of the image. You just want the continuity, that you can keep visualize the same thing without thinking about anything else. Happen to think about something else, do the same thing, bringing the mind back to the image. And if you can do both, repeat the mantra at the same time. You're closing all the door, preventing thoughts to enter the mind. Let's try now. July relaxingly, continuously. Repeat the mantra. Samma Arahang. 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 I would leave you to be on your own for a moment, and we can do loving kindness together. For now, you will be on your own for a while. หังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง Now you may imagine as if the peace energy within you is spreading in all directions. Allow the energy to expand endlessly, ripple that are growing to cover yourself. The area around you, from your room to your house, to the whole neighborhood and the whole city, wherever the expansion goes to, share your love, kindness to everyone in the area equally and unconditionally. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. All of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Imagine the peace energy covering your whole country, and you are sharing love, kindness to everyone, regardless of their race, the doesn't matter who they are, free to the neighboring country, to the whole continent and the whole world. You as if this energy is covering the whole world. Everyone in the world can be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace you are sharing. express your love, your kindness to all living beings. For a while, and now meditation is coming to an end. Take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in, breathe out, long, softly, slowly. Feel the environment. We want everything around you. And once you feel you're ready, you may softly, slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. สัพเพพุทธาภลัปปตาปัจเจกานัญชยังพลังร้านตานัญจะเตจิระคัมปทามิสัพพโสอัตตลทาสกิตาวิรุณหพุทธสาสเนโรคาสกิตาโหทาสหสัพเพหิยาติภิสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะตัทธาโสติวันตุเต May all your wishes be fulfilled. May Buddha Sankappa, all of your dreams become true. Chantopanaraso Yatha, the full moon in the night sky. Mani Shoti Raso Yatha, similar to a flawless crystal sphere. Hope that you had a wonderful time. Now, if you switch on your camera, smile, that would be great. Okay, so you can also later on maybe share your meditation experience. I'm very happy and keen to read your experience. If you have any questions, and also write them in the comments box. But for now, just smile for a few seconds. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, we wait a little bit. Some people just wake up from their meditation. Maybe. Okay. One more. Smile. Okay. Thank you very much. So now, if you have any questions, there are one questions here. For different, like there are different types of people, and there are only three groups of people who cannot meditate. First, The dead ones. Second, the one who have never tried. Yeah, that's true. They have never tried, so they're going to meditate. And the third one is people who have strong mental problem. And yeah, there might be, these days, if you go to hospital, you might be diagnosed that you have some light mental problem. But when we say these mental problems is not just like stress or some very light version of depression, but it's something like we talk about hardware and software, right? Like if you have problem with the software, this can help, definitely help. If you have problem with the hardware, for example, now you look at my face. If you don't see my face, but you see a cat head, or maybe you see an elephant, and for sure it's not the computer screen, but it's your eyes that show different images. Or if I ask you at the moment, can you imagine an elephant? Okay, can you imagine elephant? Can you imagine a cat? But if you actually do not try to imagine anything, but you see cat or you see elephant or you see like something like you describe like ghosts or spirits 24/7, then yeah, those people, they cannot meditate, okay? Because it's like the hardware problem is not the software problem. If you have a computer and the hardware is, the screen is broken, you'll not be able to read anything on the screen, right? Or you try to press keyboard, but instead of having one letter, just go many letters, then yeah, the hardware problem cannot meditate, okay? If you meditate and you happen to cry, you're not alone, because people can cry happiness in the meditation. Yeah, this is something that we had last times as well. So you're not alone. If you don't believe me, you can go to watch the record on the YouTube channel. So last time, some people asked exactly the same question. I cry in the meditation, what happens? Basically, when you actually have meditation experiences, it's like you reach some profound stillness, and that inner peace may result in you happen to have tears of joys from your eyes. Okay, you actually feel sad, you don't feel sad, but you feel good, but then the tear just cannot be stopped. That's very normal, okay? But if you come across it several times, then this is not going to be a concern anymore, all right? Elsa Marine say, I feel very good, healthy body and mind. Barnabas, if meditation helps one focus on one thing, can it also help with multitasking? Definitely, because if you think about computer CPU, and if you are into software engineering or like computer engineering, and you actually discover that computer can also do one thing at a time, but very fast speed. We talk about single core CPU, okay? Don't forget about the multi-core CPU. Just one single core CPU. But it do one thing, but it can do very, very rapidly. It's like megahertz, gigahertz. So it's not like it's like when you can do one thing very quickly, you can take them off your mind, and then you can switch to do other things. So meditation, in this sense, helps you to actually achieve three things at a time, three areas. So it's like, first, you are able to put everything that you do back to drawer, so that you free the whole memory, and that is going to be ready for the next task. And second, you are able to focus on that task without thinking about the previous one. And third, whenever you finish, then you can take that task away again. Or even if you have not finished and you're in the middle of doing it, you can keep that task in the drawer and put the other tasks on, and yeah, it works. That's how you multitask when your mind can only do one thing at a time. Okay, Jeffrey, meditation's like beautiful. I feel like my day is complete and I'm optimistic. Bettina, I feel happy and feel secure in the safe, warm environment, less thoughts and comfort. Thanks for the guidance. So thanks for the session, Jeffrey. Another question. That's the same question. Okay, open Meeple. My mind feel clear and I'm happy. I'm able to absorb positive energy around. Okay, Ushe. I've been sick and recovering. I've been able to have the best of the meditation half the time and responding to how I feel in my body. Yeah, it's gonna take some time, especially if your body is of a concern. But if you meditate, your body will recover faster. Okay, I don't say this. Doctors say this. Christian Thompson, thanks for guiding us. Okay, Mardell, I enjoy the meditation and manage tingling sensation in the body. Vivo tasks, always wonderful to have part of the my stories. Thanks very much. Okay. All right, so let's see. There's one more. Salmon. I feel like my mind was clear off and feel very light, so relaxed. I could continue with my tasks. Excellent. Vadavaz, thanks. Okay. Today we've been talking about this concept of we call the cornerstone of relationships. If you remember, we've been talking about this several times, and we started with talking about it last two times with sharing and endearing speech and being helpful, and the last one is consistency. So today, let's talk about the third one, why it is important. That's because we talk about the original state of the mind. When your mind is clean and clear, what's the feeling? Usually what comes when we are able to spread loving kindness, if your mind is overwhelmed with positivity, you don't actually want to keep it all to you, but you want to share. So you have plenty of food, so much so that you cannot eat alone. You're gonna feel like it's such a wasteful just to keep this food and it's gonna be expired in a few days. So let's share this food with neighbors, with people in the same table. That's exactly the same of being helpful. People who are happy, they don't want to just keep this to them. They want to help other people as well. All right, so there are three groups of people here. The first group of people, we call them benefactors. They like to help, to contribute, to be very helpful to other people. Second group is the idle. They don't do anything bad, but they don't do good either. They just do not do nothing. And the last one is they probably try to make things worse. Think about this group of people. Which one do you want to hang around with? Anyone who wants to hang around with the benefactor? Okay, not at all. Anyone who wants to hang around with the idols, that's fine. They don't do anything bad. They don't do anything good either. Or the last group, they can make things worse at any time, right? It's wiser if you can make a choice, you probably hang around with people that will make things warm and create a good atmosphere, right? So if you want to hang around with such people, maybe you can become one of them, right? So basically, this is not about that, like you need to go and do some community service and help them like that. But it could be as easy as doing some small tasks in the office, for example, like to start cleaning desks of other people, or to start decorating with flowers, and maybe cook small meals for them. Like you want to help, to share, and to make always things better for people around you. And it means this is the meaning of being helpful. It's not about like, okay, you have to go to places that need big help, like they just got some incidents, then you have to go and help, or to teach in some community areas. Not being helpful, that is super helpful, of course. But believe it or not, people who rarely do this, like they never help. When people need big help, they're not going to do it. Like this image, what do you see? I know that you will say GB, but it's not only about GB. It's about the concept. It's about these four people here, right? You're going to see two people who kind of chilling themselves, even though the boat is sinking, and the other two who try to, get rid of water from the boat so it doesn't sink. We have two groups of people. Yeah, and actually, if you talk about the third group here, we might have another group like trying to make things worse, like trying to use a saw or to break the ship even further, right? But I cannot do the third group because the AI won't allow me. So just imagine, three groups of people. Those who rarely help anyone like this in difficult situations, they're not going to give a helping hand. They just don't care, right? Which means that if for people to live in society and live in harmony, it's going to be great to start working with, being helpful. Just with small tasks. Doesn't have to be big tasks, okay? Small tasks. Like, if you can, maybe being observant a little bit and see people around you. Although we talk about trying to be mindful and the mind is with us the whole times, but believe it or not, when the mind is with you and you become what we call selfless, because you are actually be able to let go of yourself in order to go and access your better self. So selfless doesn't mean no self, but selfless means that this external self is not the genuine one. That you have to go within for better ones. And that better ones will be true self. If there is no self, there will be no true self. So we need to let go of the worst self in order to get to the better self, and eventually one day to the best self. And that's the true self, or the best version, or something like that. And that actually helps us to understand one thing. When the mind is clear, it's only see positivity. And when you see negativity, it doesn't want them to remain, just want to do something so that you can ease some pain from other people, right? If you're happy when you see people having pain, you just want to help them. That's very natural, okay? Which means that by starting from being helpful, doing little help to people if you can, you don't have to do it, overdo it. I mean, you have, because it begins with yourself. If you're not ready, fine. If you're in trouble, like you're being in hospital and okay, I'm going to help other people, help yourself first. And try as little as you can, as you can. Even people who do not have all the opportunities in the world can be helpful. Right? You don't actually have to be ready. You don't actually have to be the richest man in the world, the most readiest person in the world. You don't have to wait until that moment come. You can provide little services anytime and make things better. And eventually, instead of having so many people, like doing this in our society, we're gonna help each other and make them better. And we're gonna need more of these people very soon. Okay, so yeah, Vanessa said it was amazing meditation. I'm very grateful. And Ray for both. Today, meditation helped me feel relaxed and refreshed. And Vanessa, okay, then Vanessa, Ernest, thanks for your guidance. I was relaxed and balanced my thoughts. And all right, that's probably it for today. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mang John, for your sharing and guiding us today. And it's very beneficial topic that has been sharing. And to end the session, may I invite everyone pay respect to Mang John by bowing 3 times together. First bow, second bow, and third bow.
May all of you be happy, healthy, and wise. May all of you have all the wisdoms to overcome obstacles in your life. All your wishes be fulfilled. All your dreams become true. And every time you meditate, may you attain the inner peace within. That we call the Dhammakaya within, easily and effortlessly, without delay.
Sadhu, and thank you so much. That's a wonderful blessing and wonderful session indeed. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining and looking forward to see each other again on coming Thursday. For now, have a great day, great night where you are. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks, Pam, and thanks everyone for joining us today. And by Pam, by teacher Botox, as a Marine, by Bettina, and Rewan, and Iris from Honduras, and Vanessa, and Canary, and Hase Ho, and Ernest, Manish, and Johnson from Congo, and by Elena, and Oluwapamirin, and Sugbuka, and Brasa, Peace Club, and Oluwar, and Odenayo Oluwatobi, and by Jeffrey, Omolola, and Jesse Ui, and Opemipo, and Samuel, and by Dioke Spa, Madel, Pudumita, Salmon, Ola Ole, Frankie Liu, and Sam Fang, and Adande, Barnabas, and Rehoboth, and Christina, and Jane from Nairobi, and Ole Olubar, and Stella, and Tisoar, and Kelina Bay, and Ali, and Osikwe, and Sabo Valley, and Tom Dior, Modedipa, or Ole Olubar, and Bami Dele, and Kersey, Bibo Tak, and Alpha, and yeah, that's probably all. And Fanari, if I forget to mention the name. Okay, so see you again on Thursday, and bye for now.